Hey y'all, it's Kristen. Today I have a series of gentle movements and stretches that will help you show your low back some love. So if you tend to have some pain in that area, then you're in the right place. Hopefully this will be really helpful for you. We're gonna start on our backs. So go ahead and lie on down. If you have a yoga mat, you can lie on your yoga mat. Otherwise, just finding a comfortable surface to lie on. You could even lay in bed. And stretch your legs long. You're gonna reach your arms back behind you and just take a full body stretch like it's the first thing in the morning. So pointing your toes, reaching back through your fingertips. Right here, I want you to take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hug just your right knee into your chest. So you'll bring your arms out in front of you, interlacing your fingers on the top of the knee, or maybe even wrapping your arms around the right shin, and just start to gently pull the knee down and in towards your chest. Notice where you feel sensation in this stretch. Maybe you feel it in the right hip, maybe the low back on the right side, maybe somewhere else entirely, but just taking a second to notice, to hold, see if you can relax your shoulders here. And just take one more breath in, and then one more breath out. Good, and then release. Take your right leg, stretch it all the way back out to meet the left. Once again, reach both arms back behind you for a full body stretch. Point the toes, reach back through the fingertips, take a deep breath in. This time as you exhale, you'll hug the left knee into your chest. Right away, you might notice a little difference from side to side. And that's really normal. That could be just dependent on the day, how you woke up this morning. It might be dependent on the history of your body, if you have any surgeries or injuries. So just take a second to notice the stretch on this side. Hugging the left knee down and in towards the chest. Hold here for one more breath in. And then one more breath out. Good, and then release the left leg all the way down to meet the right. Same thing, I want you to reach both arms back. This time we're gonna move a little bit quicker. Inhaling into your full body stretch. And then exhaling to hug the right knee into the chest. Good, and then take another breath in, release the right leg, reach the arms back, full body stretch. Exhale, pulling the left knee in. And so we'll take a few more breaths like this, just slowly moving side to side. Inhale as you stretch out and get long. And then exhale as you pull the knee into the chest. Good, moving with your breath. Inhale as you reach out. And then exhale, left knee draws in. Inhale to reach out. Exhale, right knee comes in. Yeah, inhale, reach out. Exhale, left knee pulls in. Good, now inhale back to that full body stretch. This time as you exhale, you'll pull your right knee into your chest and hold on to it again. And then from here, I want you to take your left hand to the outside of your right knee and start to pull the right knee across your body, coming into a spinal twist. As you do that, maybe you stretch your right arm out to the right side. I like to flip the palm of my hand to face up here to really help that right shoulder relax. And if it feels good in your neck, you can turn to look towards the right fingers, or just keep your gaze coming straight up towards your ceiling. And then feel this gentle rotation in the spine here. Notice how this feels in your body. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, use your left hand to press down on the right thigh. Good, take a couple more breaths, just holding here. Finding some release through the thoracic spine. The low back doesn't really have the ability to twist, so this is more the thoracic spine. And then, of course, if you're turning your gaze to look to the right, you're twisting through your cervical spine, your neck. Good, and then gently release. Extend the right leg long. Both arms reach back, big breath in, full body stretch. We've been here before. This time as you breathe out, pull the left knee into your chest, and we'll start to take this into that spinal twist to the opposite direction. So right hand will come to the outer left knee and just gently start to guide the left leg across your body. As you do that, maybe extending your left arm out to the left side, palm of the hand maybe facing up towards the ceiling. And again, if it feels okay in your neck, you can turn to look towards your left shoulder. And just take a second to breathe here. Notice the feeling in your spine. It might feel a little different, again, than on the other side. And if you want more, take your right hand, press down on the left thigh. Take that twist a little bit deeper. Good. Couple more breaths, just holding right here. And then when you're ready, gently release, come onto your back. Once more, full body stretch. Inhale, reach your legs long, reach your arms back behind you. And then this time as you exhale, you're gonna hug both knees into your chest. So you can bring hands to the tops of your knees here. Maybe you wrap your arms around your shins. Find something that feels okay in your low back, not putting too much pressure or too much of a stretch here on it. I want you to see if you can start to press your low back down into the mat, and then press your shoulder blades down into the mat too. Good, and then just hang out here for a second. It might even feel good to rock side to side. The cat is chasing a fly, if you're curious about the chaos happening beside me. Might feel good to rock side to side here and just give your low back a little massage against the ground. Good, and then whenever you're ready, go ahead and rock over to either side and just start to press your way up onto hands and knees. So this is called tabletop. And you want to bring your shoulders kind of over your wrists. Now spread all your fingers wide here, and then stack your hips over your knees, and we'll take a few rounds of what's called cat-cow. So just gently moving the spine through some extension and flexion. So go ahead and drop your belly down. I want you to lift your heart, lift your chest. Feel the stretch across the front of the body. Notice how this feels in the back body. Take a breath in. Good, and then as you exhale, start to round your spine. So maybe dropping your head down if that feels okay in the back of the neck. Feeling a little stretch from the low back up to the top of the neck here. Good, and then do that again. Inhale, drop your belly down, lift your chest, cow pose. And then exhale, gently round and tuck the chin into the chest for cat pose. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhale. And so this doesn't have to be a big dramatic movement. If this feels really sensational in your body, if you're getting quite a stretch, then you can let this movement or the stretch be a little bit smaller. So always adjusting as you need to. Exhale, round. Good. One more time. Inhale, drop your belly down, lift your chest. Exhale, round. And then from here, gently start to press your hips back towards your heels, keeping the arms outstretched in front of you. If this feels okay where your knees are, you can stay right here. If it would feel better to walk your knees out a little bit wider, then you can do that as well. Child's pose. So maybe your head comes all the way to the ground. Maybe it doesn't. You can always rest your head on a pillow if you have it, or a yoga block if you have that. And just take a second here to breathe, feeling your spine sort of elongate. Yeah, really nice. And then from here, just for a couple stretches, we're going to come into a standing position. If you have a downward facing dog in your routine, then you can start to find that here. Otherwise, just start to make your way up to a standing position. If you're coming from down dog, maybe walking the feet and the hands in towards each other. Let your feet be about hips distance, and you're going to fold forward over your legs. So bringing your fingertips down towards the earth. They may touch, they may not. It does not matter. So we'll come into a variation of ragdoll here. I want you to bend your knees really, really deeply and see if you can rest your belly and or your chest on the tops of your thighs. And then see if you can totally let your head relax here. So no stress in the neck, and you can even kind of shake your head or nod your head yes and no, just relieving any tension. Hands can stay down, or maybe you take hold of opposite elbows. And then just let your upper body hang down over your legs. And just kind of letting gravity work here. This is a really nice way to decompress the spine. Working from the very base of the spine all the way to the top of the head. Good. Bring your attention to your breath while you're here. Give yourself something to focus on. Just taking nice deep inhales and exhales. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Nice. 1 more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Releasing your hands down, and then really slowly take your time, letting your arms dangle. We're going to start to come all the way up to standing, and you can think of your spine just sort of unraveling 1 vertebrae at a time. Eventually, your head will come up. I want you to lift your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back and down. And then do that a couple more times, lifting the shoulders up and then rolling them back and down. Good. Keeping a little bend in the knees here. Don't lock out the legs. Nice. And then take a big stretch up overhead. Both arms will reach up overhead. Just a big full body stretch standing. And then slowly start to fold back down over your legs, like you're reaching your fingertips for the ground. Nice. From here, come back into that tabletop. And then we're actually going to come all the way down onto our backs once again. So go ahead and come all the way back. Resting back. This time I want you to bend your knees and bring your feet flat to the floor. And so your ankles should be somewhat underneath your knees. Maybe you can see that. Maybe it's just a feeling in your body, but go ahead and bring your arms down by your sides. Palms of the hands will face down, so you're holding onto the ground here, or whatever you're lying on. And then I want you to gently lift your hips up off the mat. This is bridge pose. Good. Feel your quadriceps lengthen as the knees slightly press forward. And then go ahead and release. So this is a good strengthener for the glutes, the thighs, the back body. Good. Do that again. Lifting the hips up, maybe taking a breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Good. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale to lift. Try to keep the chin out of your chest. And then exhale, lower back down. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. Yeah, nice job. From here, take your right ankle on top of your left thigh. So figure 4 stretch. As you come into this shape, this may feel like plenty of a stretch for you. I want you to see if you can feel this in the right hip. If you want a little bit more, maybe you hug the left leg in. So picking the left foot up off the floor as you hug the leg in. And just kind of feel into that right hip. As you find this position, I want you to see if you can press your low back down into the ground. So really rooting it down, as well as relaxing through the shoulders here. See if you can relax your face too. Relax your jaw, relax your eyes. Maybe you even close them. Good. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then gently release, bringing the left foot back to the floor if it's not already. And then taking the right foot back to the floor as well. We're going to come back into that bridge pose and just hold this time. So arms come back down by your sides. Go ahead and lift your hips up off the floor. And then just see what it would feel like to hold this position. Good, breathing and holding. Again, make sure the chin is out of the chest. Peel the shoulders down towards the ground. Take one more breath in. One more breath out, and then slowly release the hips back down to the floor. Good, and then we'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh for that figure 4 stretch. Again, this may be plenty and you can stay right here. If you do want a little bit more, hug the right leg in. See if you can bring the low back down to the earth. Paste it down. Relax through the shoulders. Relax through the face. Let your head be really heavy here, just resting on the ground. Noticing how this stretch feels in the left hip. Maybe it feels the same as the right side. Maybe it feels a little bit different. And we'll just hold here for a couple more breaths. And then whenever you're ready, gently releasing the right foot back down to the ground, left foot down to the ground. And then once you arrive there, I want you to heel toe your feet, so kind of walk them out away from each other. Take them a little bit wider than your hips, letting the feet be kind of parallel with each other, and then the knees are gonna fall in and rest on each other. Your arms can just lay down by your sides if that feels best, wherever really is just comfortable for your hands to be. This is our last stretch, our last pose. This is a constructive rest position. Feeling your low back against the earth here. Feel the shoulders relax. Let the legs just sort of support each other here. And so this is a really good one to find some relief through the low back if you're having some tightness there, some stress. So feel free to stay in this position as long as feels good for you. Taking your time to come out whenever you're ready. Thank you for taking some time out, for showing your low back some love, and just taking some time for you. I hope these stretches help. Revisit this video as often as you need to. And have a wonderful day. Namaste.